last time we did the 5th class trial. Chose the bad ending first.
We totally chose that on purpose. Yeah.
And then we then went to do the good ending, which had Makoto get punished, but then
You're gonna have to start over. It's really quiet. Testing. You might have to turn that down too. Hello, testing.
do you turn up the volume of your phone?
It's very quiet. Testing now. Going, I suppose. Now let's try this.
Yeah, that's all your microphone. I haven't done anything different since the last.
Yeah, no, I know. There we go. Okay.
Hey,
I had to use it for D&D last night. That's why it's all the way down. Okay, we're good.
welcome to part 20. Last time did the bad ending and then did the good ending. Makoto got punished.
Totally did the bad ending on purpose. Totally didn't choose that as my first option.
And he was saved by Alter Ego.
Whoa! He was about to be killed by in this crushing block thing, and then he was saved by Alter Ego at the very end. Very end. Except, was he saved? He did fall head first down a garbage chute. So, what does that say about it?
That door's the only way out of here.
I gotta grab a fork. That will be good.
That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit?
Oh, an airplane? We can use that to fly out of here.
Rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink, and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. Feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was
Chronically goon in the corner as
Go
you
to
cried
sleep.
yourself to sleep.
my sleep was deep and uninterrupted.
Finally.
That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. Now all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Crunch. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been?
Body parts, probably. That would be my guess.
Did a giant piece of tree... I carefully stretched it out. my hand out toward whatever it was that tumbled down here with me. Giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
She has a couple of noodles on her head. Okay, I'll shut up now. This place smells awful.
Kyoko?
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
What are you doing there?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
Thank you. Snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach.
Want no butter?
That really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going.
So you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep moving forward is about all I'm good at.
Oh, the peaches are really good. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
But Kyoko, why do you come to rescue me?
To pay a debt, or no, to atone.
Atone?
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So you knew that I knew?
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you.
Don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Yeah, so you didn't get killed.
Why did he have to survive?
So we didn't have to have a platonic relationship with Hina. Or polyamorous, or whatever it's called. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is so that I can do what I came to this school to do.
What?
I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Get straight B's. That's right, at least I did once.
What?
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
You forgot? But that's...
I had no memory of what my purpose was.
No memory? That's impossible.
Amnesia?
Then, is it really true you lost your...
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school?
The first one? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all that?
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just stole them from you?
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind, one of us? If you believe that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
That being said, there was no limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but...
I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. Think that's just her personality.
Alright, let's go to the locked door. Maybe she has the key.
I better talk to Kyoko.
Okay, let's look at the trash then. No.
You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
I think there's still a lot I don't remember. But at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability, which was to punch people
You
in the
mentioned
nuts.
your ability?
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I am the ultimate detective. Oh.
The ultimate detective?
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
You had to find someone? Who?
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
The headmaster? But why did you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
What?
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains. When Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster is involved.
I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. No matter the cost. Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I... excuse me. That came out of nowhere. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I've...
What I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Jesus.
And what do you see in there?
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
Because I found out my dad's stash was in there. A very old stash. Very good. Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map?
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check. And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, it was dope. The moment I saw it, I realized, whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we had ever imagined.
What do you mean?
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get the chance soon enough.
It sounds like it must be important and really ominous.
What?
Why doesn't it just let us keep talking to her?
So it wants you to suffer? Oh, it wants us to continue this. Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there was no cameras and no monitors. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It has to do with Mikuro Ukusabe, right?
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mikuro Ikusaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations?
Exactly.
With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Speak Academy at your discretion.
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules. And with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mikuro Ikusaba.
What's that?
There was a point where Mikuro might not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Whoa.
I could have become the victim?
Oh my god. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you
Do you mean
piss-ass drunk.
during the night?
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
No, that's Hawakis. I can hear the god of death. That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this, which is exactly what happened to you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course. That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the masked assailant was. They ended up dead. And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key won't open my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mikuro is also the mastermind, right?
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, But doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So what does it all mean?
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Makuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event.
You're talking about?
What happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That's the tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they're...
Make no mistake. They're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
Chapter 5, 100-Mile Dash, Pain of a Junk Food Junkie, finished.
Wow, we got an item.
Dream Island Rocket.
Hey, the Dream Island Rocket. Awesome. I
Five
like
alive.
rockets. Especially if they come in dreams.
The Ultimate Despair, a group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game, began broadcasting it around the world. Most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
yeah, figure that. Try the door again. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door.
God damn it, we have to go to Kyoko again! Fuck you, Kyoko.
Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Oh yeah, of course I do. I use it everywhere I go. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it.
And it can open any door, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right?
Yes. Please don't tell us to talk to you, Kyoko, again.
Hey Kyoko,
God damn it.
we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
Let's find out.
Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole, and then... Yes, it opened.
Thank God. And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. There wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6, Ultimate Pain, Ultimate Suffering, Ultimate Despair, Ultimate Execution, Ultimate Death, Deadly Life.
Wow, what a great, fantastical title.
This is the final chapter of the game.
Yep.
After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There's a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface.
Oh, God. Don't look
The
up
ladder
there.
was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed in the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea where we were so far down. Don't lose your footing if you slip. Or that to you.
Oh, Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Now that you said that, I'm getting nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate despair, right? So how long have you been doing detective work?
How long? Ever since I can remember. Even before I was born, I was doing detective work. I had to solve the case of my unborn twin. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
And is your family famous?
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So
Because we take pride in it.
pride?
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
Conscious effort?
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must do to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info at the school online, I never saw anything about her. There's a typo there.
In
Grammar. When was should be when I was.
Oh. I think you meant on the computer screen. Alright, cool.
Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigi detective would never do.
The reason he gave up that pride, the reason he would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is because that's how you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you'd be reunited after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. There's something I want to say to him, though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
Well, what is that?
You're a deadbeat. I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever?
The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigi family. He was talented. He had a promising future. But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. As young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there's a reason for that.
I'm sure your dad wanted... Oh, sorry, that's you.
I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, but she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I don't blame him. You know, he had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. And are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond, so instead I said nothing.
Instead I farted in her face.
I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, and after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
The whole time he's climbing, don't fart, don't fart, don't fart.
Looks like this is it.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
We're back.
We're back! Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. Oh, that's that hatch, okay. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand out and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened refused, and so... Looks like we're back.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Yeah, I don't want to talk to her anymore. Let's get the fuck out of here.
What should we do now?
No!
I should talk with Kyoko.
God damn it! No, I said I don't want to talk with her.
So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
You're worried?
Yeah, of course.
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh?
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
What? That's...
If you try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away.
As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
Mastermind is ensnared. Said something like that before. What does it mean?
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was?
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Monokuma should be in the gym, being dismantled again. Let's get going. Wait, what's that on our left?
What?
Like windows?
Yeah.
Windows to bolted down windows.
Yeah, Kyoko has it
go to the
up.
door key, right? What's the door key on the right? On the right side of the gated door.
No, this isn't where we have to go. I just wanted to see it. What it would say.
I thought you had to press that or something.
No, this was... Because that's where Kyoko was staying during the case.
Well, before we go to the gym, we gotta go to one place. That's right, the store! Yay! Let's go spend our money. Let's go spend our money. Absolutely. Let's give it a shot. Let's do like 5 at a time, I guess. I think that's new.
Yep, definitely. That is not. I did 4. Oops.
That's fine. Almonds. Okay, didn't see that coming.
Whatever in Detective killed him?
Yep, it's voice changing bow.
A tape.
That's new. Nice. Welcome to the random game of putting coins in the thing and getting random crap. The most funnest of games. Would that go to, you know?
Apparently.
Okay.
I don't think we'll get any more free time.
Nah. We might as well just spend the rest of it. Oh, wow. Bunch of rubber bands,
I think that's supposed to be a tumbleweed.
Oh. That's even worse. Spending the rest of our coins. Oh boy, it's some scissors. Wow, I feel so lucky being here. Wow, it's a thing we got before. Wow. Alright, let's do 10 from now on. Then it's only 5 more times. That is a crappy whip. Oh, I know who that would be for. Genocide Jail for sure.
Or Celeste.
Was Celeste the high one?
No, the sadist one. The one in the gothic clothes.
Oh, right, yeah. More and we can be done. Alright.
Bent the box.
Just be new because it's the last one.
That is new. Yep.
Alright, cool. We found 91%. That's a good number. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I feel you'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko. Do whatever you feel you have to. What? But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Black and then trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
We never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it. Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro. You did. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? Huh. And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right?
No, I can't. Don't say it. Just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine to make such a bold claims without a shred of evidence?
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some other kind of famous detective type.
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved to inspire. But here we are, confronting you, nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased, huh?
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope. Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Good. If you want to earn our despair fair and square, then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
to do Mikuro's trial all over again. Only this time he followed school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown, one final battle between hope and despair. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mikuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
Does that mean you accept?
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. And we still have a shot at this.
But this is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer's barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way into the truth of Mikuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that,
we're all face execution, right?
I could barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held. I remember that for sure, so what?
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mikuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mikuro's trial is no exception, and it's part of the regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mikuro.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
Are you telling the truth?
Why do you go silent all of a sudden?
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm good. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair. Boo, boo, boo.
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay.
Poo.
Boo, 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 boo. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we're out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
Yeah. Where'd that come from? They had no choice but to accept. It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
So when it was the mastermind So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
I wasn't here to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airways to broadcast their school life to the outside world, right?
Yep, they definitely said that.
And what do you think? And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves is unbelievable.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off. And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it. But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
The reason?
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world?
The mastermind had been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. If the stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other, and show that off to the world.
But why?
To prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point?
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that. To try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is the ultimate despair. Nandesu?
What? I want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group, whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than it... The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't seem like a game, but a one-sided slaughter. At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
So the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. That made me out to be the killer.
But even that didn't work.
Yes, thanks to you. Not the first time. And due to the failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you, who also was not the killer.
When that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, Mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
We proved to the world that despair is better than hope. They have to defeat us in perfect form. It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations.
Oh, that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened.
Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you're able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least. I won the bet.
She let out a quick sigh. It is a small sign of relief.
To be honest, I haven't been that...
Totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. Seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. We have to go eat first. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together if everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Work together with everyone. Is that really possible?
Huh?
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others. They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? I guess, if you want to go. Whatever.
She's dead.
What?
I just found it funny how they're like, there's no reason to go in anymore. Instead, rattle, rattle. It's locked. So that's what it did before. This is Tucker's room, is she inside?
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking.
Oh, there's one person we forget. This is Hero's room, is he inside?
I don't think he's here. Come on, let's go somewhere else. Let's party it up. They're all probably eating. That would be my guess. They're all in a place where they're supposed to eat.
Something we were agreed with.
At.
You again.
255.
Is he broken?
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. How do we do it at 61?
Jeez, what the heck?
I know what was that was all about.
I can help but let out a sigh of relief.
God damn it. You're in my fucking way. Jesus. Is that Makoto?
You guys.
It is. There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto. Huh? Oh, who's talking? Oh, yeah. Huh? You used to survive?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled to get and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
I'm just surprised that Tree Man's still alive after all this. Wait, what's that smell?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Please get away. Shoo shoo.
And in a flash, my tears dried up.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Explain? Explain what?
What is that? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's related to what I have to tell you all. Need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Last class trial?
We're going to redo Mikuro's trial.
What? Seriously?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I kept telling you.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
But you said it was all the work of a mastermind.
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it. His decision meant that he would be the one to die.
Spotted the trap. You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
You know. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Very observant of you.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you're referring to.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later.
So, knowing all of this, well, what do we do now, hamburgers? It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind?
But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
You probably guessed that already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with my master.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school's mysteries.
It's pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
That's what I thought so too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint?
Hee, it's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game, between the 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Monokuma said that, did he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh? But why?
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mikuro, as Kyoko says, the mastermind would have to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mikuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that. According to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the game.
Then the mastermind is...
There were 15 of us in the main hall at the beginning. Add in Mikuro and you get 16.
So the mastermind would have to be one of them? Or that's the wrong word.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
You're saying the mastermind was one of us? You can't be serious.
What? We can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility.
And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible.
If one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did he ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible. If they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
It's nighttime. Cool.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay? How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. Time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation, but I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway. At this point, I can rely on only myself and the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
God, my master. He didn't take me with him.
Do you blame him?
Without master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye.
That Toko trudged out of the dining hall.
And now she's gone. Thank God. Let's take off our masks. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
That's alright.
It just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Wait, how come? Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. I got a 30% shot.
Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
30% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves?
What about you, you know?
I'm gonna go run on the treadmill and balance my boobs a lot. I mean, I guess I'll do the same thing. God damn it, I'm so dumb. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? Yep. Up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Makoto. Me. It's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I could find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Let's go swimming or something. Okay, see you later.
You know what's unsurprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, just us two, indeed. So what I was gonna suggest, since we're in the investigation part, do you want to stop now and do the investigation tomorrow and trial Sunday?
Sure.
Since I assume the investigation is gonna take longer than 50 minutes.
Yeah,
And then,
that works.
Or we can do the trial Sunday or Monday, depending on, because I know, or Mike said he'll come over Sunday. But I'm off on Monday, so.
Alright.
But we're gonna cut it here since we did the post-trial
You
stuff.
just started the investigation right now?
Yeah,
What is nighttime? How can we investigate? That don't make
all the
sense.
doors were open.
Oh, got it. But wait a minute. Where's the dead body?
Tomorrow, about 7 or so, we'll start the investigation. We're gonna leave that for tomorrow because we'll have to cut around the same time tomorrow, but we'll have more time because we'll be able to start 2 hours earlier. And Sunday we'll have even longer for the class trial if we do it then. But tomorrow and Sunday it will be around 7 o'clock.